From the 30th of August to the 5th of September, the AI world was buzzing with major developments, policy shakeups, breakthrough research, and bold corporate moves. This week, Meta unveiled new open-source tools challenging rivals, Google faced scrutiny over AI-generated misinformation, and China pushed forward with its own generative AI regulations. Meanwhile, fresh funding rounds and partnerships signal that the global AI race is only accelerating. One of the most surprising stories this week comes from Builder.ai. Once hailed as the third most innovative AI company after Google and OpenAI, the startup has now collapsed. Analysts say its downfall was fueled by overhyped marketing and inflated valuations, raising fresh concerns about unsustainable growth in the AI startup space. Next, NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang shared an optimistic outlook predicting AI-driven productivity gains could make a 4-day workweek possible. But he also cautioned that while some traditional jobs may shrink, new AI-related roles could emerge, keeping plenty of workers just as busy, if not busier. On the global stage, China took the spotlight at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, where President Xi Jinping called for international collaboration in AI development. He rejected the idea of a technological Cold War, urging joint progress and peaceful innovation instead. Back in the industry, Anthropic announced a major policy change. Starting the 28th of September, chat transcripts with its Claude assistant will be used in training data by default unless users opt out. The company says this move is designed to balance transparency with growing privacy expectations. While Meta's push to build a superintelligence division triggered the departure of several top AI researchers. This talent drain comes at a critical time, sparking concerns about instability inside Meta's most ambitious AI program. Next, Microsoft unveiled its own in-house models, MAI-1 Preview, a text-based system for advanced queries, and MAI Voice 1, capable of generating a full minute of audio in seconds. Both are now integrated into Microsoft Copilot, signaling a clear move away from reliance on outside partnerships. And finally, Singapore's Sapiend introduced a hierarchical reasoning model that outperformed ChatGPT on multiple intelligence benchmarks. This positions the company as a rising challenger in the global AI race. We're stepping into what some call an age of collective intelligence, where advanced AI tools are becoming as easy to use as a search engine. Not long ago, most free users were stuck with smaller, outdated models that often stumbled on complex tasks. The best performing systems reasoners that solved tough problems with fewer errors were locked behind pricey subscriptions, ranging anywhere from $20 to $200 a month. And even then, only the savvy users knew which model to pick, or how to prompt it effectively. That's changing fast. Interfaces are getting smarter, costs are dropping, and suddenly the AI landscape looks very different. Google broke ground by giving free users partial access to its top-tier models, while OpenAI admitted that fewer than 7% of paying customers even realized they could access its strongest reasoner models before GPT-5 launched. Here's where things got messy. GPT-5 wasn't just one model, it was a bundle. From the lightweight GPT-5 Nano to the powerhouse GPT-5 Pro, all funneled through a routing system that decided how much compute your request needed. The rollout confused many users, but it also signaled a shift where the barrier between free and premium AI is beginning to blur. And the ripple effects? They could reshape how we work, learn, and even think. Next, we'll dive into how this shift is already influencing startups and big tech battles from the 30th of August to the 5th of September. The whole idea behind GPT-5's design was simple: expand access to advanced AI while keeping costs under control. If all you needed was casual conversation, the system would route you to a lighter, faster chat model. But if you were tackling something tougher, like a math or logic problem, it was supposed to automatically hand the job to a slower, more powerful reasoning model. In theory, this would give more people a taste of top-tier AI without burning through computers. The reality? The launch was bumpy. OpenAI's router system wasn't clearly explained and didn't always make the right call. That meant two users asking similar questions could get very different answers, one sharp, one poor. Still, despite the confusion, the rollout showed early wins. Within days, OpenAI said the share of paying customers using a reasoner jumped from 7 to 24%, while free users accessing its most powerful models went from nearly 0 to 7%. A big driver of that growth is efficiency. Smarter models are not only cheaper, but also greener. When GPT-4 first debuted, running 1 million tokens cost around $50. Today, GPT-5 Nano can handle the same workload for just 14 cents. On the energy side, the progress is just as dramatic. Google reported a 33-fold increase in energy efficiency per prompt in the past year. Tests now show that generating a single AI response consumes roughly 0.003 kilowatt hours, the same energy as streaming Netflix for about 8-10 seconds, or a single Google search back in 2008. Image generation tells another story, one that highlights how much more demanding multimodal AI can be. Energy use for text and image prompts is now nearly the same, but water consumption is harder to pin down, with estimates ranging from just a few drops to a fifth of a shot glass per query. The takeaway? As AI grows more powerful, it's also becoming cheap enough and efficient enough to be visible to millions more people. The economics are driving this shift. The marginal cost of serving an additional user has collapsed, opening the door to new business models like ad-supported AI. Today, free users can run prompts that would have cost several dollars just 2 years ago. That's how you suddenly bring 1 billion people into the world of advanced AI, not through idealistic democratization, but because the math finally makes sense. But access is only half the story. For AI to make an impact, people have to actually use it. In the past, getting good results required complex prompting tricks like chain of thought. But new studies show those hacks barely matter anymore. The latest models are now so strong they can anticipate what you mean, and often go beyond what you explicitly asked. And it's not just text. Google rolled out a new image model nicknamed Nano Banana, officially Gemini 2.5 Flash. It's faster, cheaper, and available to free users. The model is especially strong at image editing and follows plain language instructions with surprising accuracy. In one demo, an old Apollo 11 photo was uploaded along with a sparkly tuxedo, and with the simple prompt, "Dress Neil Armstrong in this tux," the model produced a convincing, photorealistic output even down to the folds of the fabric and a NASA lapel pin. Of course, randomness remains. AI image editing still isn't consistent enough for professional workflows, but for casual use, the leap in quality and accessibility is massive. To prove the point, researchers pushed it further, generating an image of Armstrong and Aldrin sitting on a modern airplane, one playing a trumpet, the other holding a burger, while a realistic otter with a laptop sat between them. The result? Weird, funny, and unsettling all at once. This strangeness hints at the bigger picture. We are living in the era of mass intelligence, 1 billion people with access to powerful AI, each using it in wildly different ways. Some form deep emotional ties with chatbots, while others use them to fight loneliness. Some cases raise concerns about mental health, while elsewhere, AI is already being used to diagnose diseases, draft obituaries, write religious texts, or launch businesses. As AI tools spread, the benefits and risks will multiply side by side. Google has added safeguards like invisible watermarks and stricter guardrails, but less restricted image generators are racing to match Nano Banana's quality without the same safety nets. And that raises the question, are we ready for how strange and how transformative this next wave of AI is going to be? That closes out this week's roundup of AI news from the 30th of August to the 5th of September. From groundbreaking model releases and global policy shifts to warnings about the risks of overhyped startups, the AI world is moving faster than ever. Which headline stood out to you the most, or feels like it will shape the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update on the rapidly changing landscape of artificial intelligence.